So guys, I'm going to perform something different. I'm not going to perform a poem, but it's going to be a little bit of stand-up comedy. So just to make sure you guys, giggle a bit, I would say. So let me start off with a question to all of you. So in Sri Lanka, my dear friends, especially during this month, April, and Avurudu season, there are two places I would say that people do mostly visit. Can anyone say what are those two places? Obviously, right. One is Nuvarelia. Second one, anything? Adam speak. Okay, let me come to second one, Nuvarelia. So Nuvarelia, I'm just always wondering, when there is April and when there is Avurudu, all the people in Sri Lanka wanted to go to Nuvarelia. It's like Nuvarelia and Avurudu is a match made in heaven. Something like that. I mean, like, all right, there are months like May, June. Or okay, if I want to say about places, there are a lot of places like Gaul and Jaffna. But when it comes to April, people always visit Nuvarelia. How many of you all visited Nuvarelia this month? Raise your hands. Okay, 1, 2, almost we have 2, 3. I mean, I'm not going to say anything for you all guys. You can raise your hands. How many of you all visited Nuvarelia this month? All right, only 3. With me, it's 4. So, I mean, like, it's like this, right? I mean, because everyone does it, we also do it. Even I did that. Because I just want to do it. So, that is one thing. Now, the second place is, I want to say, is malls in Colombo. So, there is this particular mall in Colombo. I don't want to mention the name of that mall, as if we have like 10 malls in Colombo. We have only 3, and 1 out of that. So, I visited this mall 2 weeks back. I just entered the mall and I just realized one thing. So in news and people and all says that Sri Lankan population is increasing. I realized it that day. Half of the population in Sri Lanka is in the mall. So I entered the mall and I was just walking randomly. This size, a little kid, maybe 5 or 6 year old, imagine this size, ran fast as Usain Bolt. I was walking like this because my eye level is like this, right? I didn't see. Came and knocked over me. Imagine this size guy is running fast and coming and knocking over you this straight. I mean, fortunately, it didn't impact, the kid didn't impact of me having a kid in future. So that's okay. And this kid, apparently looked at my face and called me daddy. And for a couple of seconds, I thought, did I? And then I asked like, who's your mommy? And the kid again started running and knocked on another guy and called that guy also daddy. Then I thought problem is not with me, with that kid. And after that, so I went to mall for one purpose. I mean, there are ulterior purposes as well, but my main purpose is to buy some clothes in an outlet. I went to this outlet. I got few clothes in my hand and went to this, the most precious place in shopping outlets. What do you all say? Trial room. I went in front of this trial room, and as a typical Sri Lanka, we have a queue there. I mean, how many queues, guys, we have? Petrol queue. For gas, we have queue. And also, if I talk about government offices, obviously we have queue, right? I mean, like, in government office, there is one thing. I want to mention this particularly. Anybody working in government office? Thank God. So, in government office, even if there is very less number of people, the workers in government office would stop and wait until a queue forms. Then only they'll start working. That's how Sri Lankan government offices are. So let me come back to my story. I was in front of this trial room. There was this huge queue and there was this couple. Obviously, I think they might be newly married. You know what's the reason? That's why they are coming to shopping together. I mean, yeah, people who has married for a long time also come to shopping together, but they won't come near trial room, because what they do is, women will go and purchase all the, dress and something. Men will, come out of the outlet. If he is in the mall, he would roam the mall because obviously he knows that it would take around 3 to 4 hours, right? Guys, agree? Of course. So then what? I saw this couple. So this girl went inside the trial room. The guy was standing and she came out and she was wearing something. And how was it? The guy was like, super. Again, she went. We were in the queue. I was standing in the queue. Then Again, she came out. Amazing. And the third time, she went. Again, she came out. Perfect. The guy didn't reply. I replied. Because it was really late. Then she was like, brother, it's my own dress. Okay, but I want to go inside. So those are some chaos that I faced in this particular festival season month. Okay, I would be fine because there is a festival and also it's fine, guys. Now let me talk about something. Okay, when it's Avurudu and when it's April, I really love, more than Kavum cookies, I really love Avurudu games. How many of you all love Avurudu games? Make a cheer. Give a cheer. Make a noise. All right, so we are in the same boat. I also love Avurudu games. But with the world evolves, right, the technology advance and the Sri Lankans also get used to it, Avurudu games are not being Avurudu games, guys. So recently I'll talk about a few experiences or something that I saw in Avurudu games, right? Okay, earlier we had very simple Avurudu games. Andeyata kirikavima, banis kama, kanamutti, aliyata astabima. So recently I saw, instead of Andeyata kirikavima, people are, pouring beer to the partner. I mean, of course, it's okay to pour. I mean, like, I don't want to talk like a millennial. Like, come on, I'm a Gen Z, okay? So I'll talk like it's okay to pour beer. But the angle should be correct, right? I mean, if you look at it in a different angle, it looks like a different thing, which could cause different problems. That's a main problem. Okay, let's leave about that particular game. So, how many of you play this bunny scam? Like eating the bunnies game? Like, come on. I mean, even I have played, right? Like, what do they do? Like, they will, put a rope and hang the bun, right? I mean, in English, bun. So we eat that, and that's the game. I recently saw a game. They have bunnies there. The guy is there to eat, but bun was not hanging. It was on a girl's stomach. I mean, come on. I mean, imagine that bun moves a bit away. What would be the consequences? Can't even imagine it. Okay, let's leave that also aside. Aliyat Astabim. I mean, you have to draw an eye to the elephant. That's also one of the games. How many of you have played that game? Okay, almost every one of us. These days, what these people doing is, I feel really bad for this elephant because they draw a rat instead of an elephant. They draw a dragon instead of an elephant, asking, okay, we are like the new generation. We don't want to keep the eyes on the elephant, but let's keep the eyes on dragon. I mean, like, I feel really sad and depressed about this elephant, Okay, rat, dragon is also fine. I saw recently, trust me, there is this board and they have drawn an image of a girl. And the game is blindfolded. You have to make the point on, the girls, you have to keep this pottu on the girl. Pottu we keep, you have to keep the pottu. And the game's name is Kanmanita Pottu Tibima. So that's the game's name. I mean, like, okay, that's also invention I can understand. But I'm really worried about one thing, guys. One last thing about Avurudu, Avurudu Kumara and Kumariya. Back then, Avurudu Kumara and Kumariya, how they judge is, you have to be really calm and composed and you have to come. And I think in Sinhala, we call it as like Pancha Kalyani. I don't know much about it. They will test about it to, declare the winner of Avurudu Kumariya. For special, I'm talking about Avurudu Kumariya. But these days, what they do is, Avurudu Kumariya competition has changed into a You Got Talent competition. You have to show all your graceful moves. I mean, back then, the song that we use is, Me Avurudu Kale, something like that, right? When an Avurudu Kumari is walking. Now, that's not the song. Now, it's like, Lela ho lel. To be honest, that's not happening. So, what I want to say is, my dear friends, I mean, as a Gen Z, I love these things, right? Yeah, I agree, I love these things. I mean, Gen Zs here would also love these things. But the takeaway message for each ladies and gentlemen out here is, tradition is something we should always protect, not to improve. I mean, there are a lot of things which we could improve, refurbish, revamp, and, change it. But when it comes to this tradition, especially as Sri Lankan, Avurudu is something which is in our culture, right? Which is a tradition that we always celebrate. So if we try to make it to a different level, I mean, in a good way, always appreciated. But if we try to make more changes and make it like a, DJ night party, it won't make sense. So one last message for all the ladies and gentlemen out here. Let's enjoy the life because we are here to enjoy our life. Let's do party, it's today is Sunday. After this, show you can go and have fun. By the way, tomorrow is Monday, work day. Forget about it, have fun and all. But always make sure when you are doing something, does it impact the tradition? Or does it impact what our ancestors has built for us? So always keep it in your mind. With that, thank you so much for listening to my stand-up comedy. And one last thing, I would also like to thank Sakina for giving me this opportunity here, because I know this is a platform for poetry and poems. But as a stand-up comedy, it's something that is, growing in Sri Lanka. I think last time also I did this, and today also for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. Over to you.